Today we'll be playing Mario Kart 8, but we'll be testing 4 different combos that you can use with Daisy to see if any of them are good. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so our first combo, we are going to be using the Sport Bike, Slim Tires, and the Peach Parasol. This is going to be like recreating Daisy Mock Bike from the Wii, and this is going to be our first combo to try out, and let's see if this one is any good. Alright, so we are starting off with our first combo on the Sports Bike. Now this is going to be like the Mock Bike. If you're a Wii fan, Mario Kart Wii fan, it's going to be like the Mock Bike that is in that game. But there's a lot of things you have to be aware of. You're going to be using inside drift, which is not going to be good. And you also are going to have a slightly lower weight stat. You're going to be slightly lighter. And it's not perfect, but I mean, it's definitely going to be usable. Also, the tires that you get to use for this vehicle particularly, you're going to not be able to get as many mini turbos out. You're not going to be able to get mini turbos out, but I did that perfectly. I was able to perfectly make that corner really tightly because inside drift, you know. If we do end up taking second, I mean, there's a blue shell on the way. We could probably end up, we go outside. We could probably get first here. We take first with a horn. I mean, I'll definitely take that. I don't know if I'm going the right route, but I feel like maybe I'm going the right route. Yikes, a little bit of off-road there. Not too big of a deal. I mean, it's a little bit of adjustment to get into the inside drift. I've just learned so much outside drift, you know, in this game, but it definitely does feel really good. I mean, look at me. I have a good, probably 3-second breakaway right now, just because I'm able to take everything so inside, and that is unfortunate. Let's see if we can get something good here. We need to restock up on coins again, and there is a red. Doesn't end up actually connecting. That gets stolen. I'm chaining here, the double. That's so unfortunate. That's even more unfortunate. But we're going to take second place here. I mean, it's feeling pretty decent. I really feel like this has a good chance of being a great vehicle if you want to use it. We're going up 20. That is incredible. All right, it's time for Peach Gardens. That first race felt really good, and I spin out again. I am so awful at talking and doing the intros between each race and thinking about doing the mini turbo. You know, doing the mini turbo, talking in the intro. I'm awful at doing it together. My brain does not work like that. Let's go outside, get double buck, make sure this guy behind me can't get it. And we do pull triples. All right. Someone has a star, and you know, this combo is feeling smooth. It's feeling pretty good. Someone steals my single. I'm going to take this cut, and we're going to take the other cut in a second. But pretty good so far. We're in fourth. That was almost a trail. We got lucky. That was unlucky. That was unlucky. Wasn't expecting it, but it's totally fine. Totally fine. And that gets stolen. That's fine as well. We're going to take this cut. So it's not that big of a deal. Really not getting the greatest pulls. We're getting decent pulls, but not amazing. And we are back in 8th place. I mean, it's going to be track dependent for sure. What track is going to be good with? I got target shock there for sure. They saw me take the cut and then they used it. Okay, we're in last almost. And a back shell. I just didn't see it in time. We're going to have a lot of catch to do if we want to win this. We're gonna need a really big miracle. Can Bullet Bill save me? I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Let's take this. I really need this double. We need to use this now. Did we just actually get second? I went so silent, but I had to concentrate. We got second. That is insane. So that's kind of like, this vehicle is pretty good at taking things super tight that a lot of other vehicles aren't going to be able to do. Okay, we are on Paris Promenade, and let's see what we can do. We have one more chance. The way that this works is I could do 3 races, and once I get to my 3rd race, if I lose, I switch vehicles. But if I win in any of my 3 races, then I get to switch vehicles automatically. So that is how this is going to work. It's just like my other videos. If you don't normally watch them, that's how it works. Okay, we are in 4th. Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. We have a mushroom. I can't think of any good place to use this, but we are going to be taking the cut this time. We are going to be taking a left turn. Now, the big thing about this vehicle is just it's fast. So you're not really going to need to do mini turbos, although mini turbos are definitely going to be faster. In this game, speed doesn't really matter as much as mini turbo. In this game particularly. So, outside, this guy is going to get blued, and I'm going to want to take this pad here, and he shouldn't have any more reds. He really should. I'm going to go this way, just in case there's a red. I want to be able to avoid it. And look how tight I can take everything. I'm taking everything so tight that it's allowing me to be able to get a little tiny bit of a breakaway here. Only thing that ruins me here is the blue shell. Oh my god, just in the nick of time. We make it, we get our first place. That is this vehicle done. We are moving on to the next vehicle. We would have either way, but that is incredible. We get ourselves a win. This vehicle is going to be good. If you want to use inside drift, that's this vehicle done. All right, so now I wanted to make a completely aesthetic vehicle. We have the Tanuki Kart, the button tires, and then of course the peach parasol once again. It just fits really well with that orange color, and this is all going to blend together really well. This is an aesthetic vehicle, right? This one's not going to be good at all. Most likely, it's not going to be that great, but it will give you some things like, you know, you'll have really good traction, really good handling. The speed is going to be okay. Acceleration is going to be okay, but it's going to give you some of that type of stuff, and your mini turbo really is going to lack. So it's not going to be a really good vehicle if you want to win, but it's going to look really nice and really aesthetic. All right, so this is going to be the Tanuki Kart. This one is just going to be for the aesthetic. You're really not going to be able to probably win with this thing. But obviously, like, I don't have the speed to make, like, simple jumps like that. That type of thing, right? Like, let's see if we could do the skip. The skip is normally pretty free. And we could actually do it. So that's pretty good. So this is going to take a lot of, like, good items. This is going to be, like, a bagging vehicle. Like, if you want to win, you're most likely going to want to bag. And that's what we're going to attempt to do a lot now. It's just bag. Obviously, this isn't the best track for bagging because there's no real cuts besides like what I just did. Those two cuts are really it. Obviously, I'm gonna need to get coins if I'm gonna want a chance, and or maybe like a shock dodge. But the chances I win with this vehicle are really slim. I'm not expecting to win with this vehicle, but it is working pretty decently. I mean, like, yeah, okay, we get a star, so we could get a shock dodge. We're gonna hold it for a sec. That was close. That was close. I'm gonna hold this for a bit longer. I'm going to chain out these next set of boxes and hopefully we can get a shock dodge. Oh, that was close, but you almost didn't get that. And we do get a bullet, so we can actually probably get a shock dodge here. All right, let's use it. Shock dodge. We don't end up getting it. No, we're definitely not getting it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen in a couple seconds. I just not. Yeah, I called it. I knew it. I knew it. But we're in second. I mean, this is like massive. I would have never expected to be in this placement with this vehicle. A little bit of input delay there. And had to really brake drift on that corner. It's still possible. We still actually can win this race. Although it's not feeling like it is. It's definitely possible. The chances are we probably won't win though. Well, I mean, we're getting second place with the Tanuki Kart. That's not what I expected at all. So if you play it right, you are going to be able to get a lot done with this vehicle. You're obviously not going to get a mini turbo bonus or anything like that. But it isn't too bad. We just got so lucky because the aesthetic of the Tanuki Kart with Daisy, the button tires on Maple Treeway, this is the aesthetic, right? This is the aesthetic. I want to trail him. Yes, yes. I trailed him. I really tried hard to trail him that cannon. Okay, so the aesthetic of this is looking really good. And let's see if we can get something here. We do get a mushroom. Yes. Okay, so in those leaf piles, you're going to get mushrooms on laps 1 and 2, and on lap 3, it's going to be a star. A star can spawn in that particular spot. That's how it works on Wii, so I'm assuming that's how it works on here. And the shock was pretty early there. There is also a leaf pile back there that you can get. That's going to have a similar thing. And let's take this. Wow, mushrooms are just flying everywhere. That was so unlucky. Okay, so the reason why this vehicle is supposed to be good. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Mario Kart. That is so crazy. I guess Mario Kart is so hard there. But anyways, like I was saying, the reason why this vehicle is sometimes good. The reason why is because this vehicle, everything is really average, right? So we're going to have a decent handling stat, a decent traction stat, and a decent acceleration. So it's going to have a chance sometimes, but it's not necessarily going to like win you games, right? Like you're going to have to use items to your advantage. You're going to have to be used to being in 11th place. And this was the perfect spot to use a bullet. We get a shock dodge. That is what we're talking about. We're going to go up and get another box up here. And we do also get the mushroom boost that you get from there. But 4th place. I'll definitely take that. I'll definitely take that. The ground mushrooms came in clutch. You get 4th place. I'm doing much better than I expected to do with this vehicle because this is really not a great combo. All right, so we're on Big Blue and I did my research. I know some of the shortcuts now. Am I going to do all of them? Not at all because I can't even stay on the track. No, that was purposeful. That was purposeful. I wanted to be on the back because obviously we're bagging, right? But no, I know some of the shortcuts and one of them is not there. Where I fell off, that's not a shortcut. I tried, but no, it wasn't a shortcut. Well, I do know some of the shortcuts now. There's going to be a shortcut coming up. I'm going to try my best to try to hit as many of them as I possibly can. And I want to see how far it brings me up when I do them. So there's going to be a shortcut up here on the right. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get that. The way it's looking, I don't think so. So I'm going to like not go for it. Or I am going to go for it. It's right here. Oh, just barely missed it. And then there's another one right here, which I didn't do it perfectly there either. So that doesn't help. Let's see if this atrocious race can turn into something, because this race has been awful so far. Can items like save me if we can get through this in time? Okay, we get a single red. We get one more box. So if we get a mushroom here, this could be good. No mushroom. Let's just try to salvage. That was the worst spot to be boomboxed. 7th place. To be honest with you, that's kind of how I expected this vehicle to go the entire time. This vehicle is going to be good. It's going to have a really good aesthetic, but overall, it's not great. If you're looking to win races with Daisy, the Daisy Bitty Buggy combo is going to be the combo that you're going to use. Now, Teddy Buggy is really great, but this is actually going to have the highest mini turbo, and on top of that, it's going to have an amazing acceleration. The only thing you're really losing out on a lot is weight, but this is going to be the combo Bitty Buggy, Roller, Cloud Glider. This combo is going to be really easy for picking up wins. We have ourselves the Bitty Buggy. Now, you can use the Teddy Buggy, you can use Mr. Scooty. It's all going to have like a very similar effect. You're looking for the mini turbo stat. Now, this vehicle is going to have the highest of the mini turbo stats, including like Mr. Scooty, and that's why this vehicle is going to be so good. And particularly with Daisy, I mean, you're going to be able to get some pretty good stats out of it. Daisy is a pretty good character overall in this game, and the weight stat isn't going to look too shabby. But let's go ahead and switch this over. That is unlucky. We do end up getting a star. That's really good. Let's go ahead and chain it right here, and hopefully we get some pretty good items. We get ourselves some mushrooms. Okay, just a lot of mushrooms. Okay, the blue shell's on the top section. That person gets hit, and we get that stolen. Not bad, not bad. Okay, we're totally in this. We're totally in this. We're in 6th place. We're not terribly far from the people in front of us. We're gonna use that right away. We're in 4th now. We're in the pack of like the front, and we're gonna take this route again. Get the double. The one on top was bombed. Doesn't look like that really affected them. I don't think we're gonna be able to get first here. Tried to get rid of that on time. I just couldn't. And try to land, drift, and do this cut. Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be 3rd. Okay, not too bad. This combo is feeling pretty good so far. As to be honest with you, I kind of expected it would. We're going up in VR, and let's get on to our next race. All right, so we're on Madrid. Let's see what we can do. I actually feel really strongly about this. Because this one, we're gonna be able to show off the mini turbo stat more, and you can really get a lot of mini turbos off of the Bitty Buggy. It's really not too hard. I'm gonna take that tight. We're in 2nd place after taking that super tight. That was a perfect spot to trap, and that's some deep grass. That almost hit me, but it was not quite. We're gonna hit this because obviously not gonna be able to get the double box. Unlucky. They used the horn in 1st place instead of holding it. These guys are playing not really how I'd expect them to. They're playing a lot more offensively than defensively. And I'm just gonna go for a single box. I just didn't want to risk getting the double. It just didn't look like it was going to happen. I think there's a shortcut somewhere in this section that I'm not good at, but we're gonna try it. We are actually able to do it. We're actually able to do it. I've never actually done that shortcut before. I think there's another one like on the left here, maybe. Yes, I knew it was there. He is able to get the banana out in time, but we can actually throw more reds. And the blue comes. That's so unlucky. But we stopped him with the red, so maybe. And that was laggy. That was really laggy. We should be able to bring it back. We need to get this double though. We only get one because of the coin. Very unlucky. Didn't see the blue coming. That's really on me. We're going up in VR. That was unlucky. But let's see how this next race goes. All right, and our final track is going to be... I'm not gonna lie. I do not know what this track is called. I don't remember. But let's see if we can win, because we need to get this win. We need to get this win. To be honest with you, this is like the combo I expect to win with. And we are not doing too great with it so far. Okay, so far so good. That's unlucky. But at least I only lose 2. He lost all of his. I lost 1. So that is actually not too bad. We're still in third. We have a red shell. We're going to throw this. We're going to chain. And we end up hitting. That is great. I can't use this. See, this guy behind me has a red. I know they expect me to use this, dude. I can't use it. Didn't connect. It did not connect. I'm going to chain that. Get out of the way. For the blue, we do have a big breakaway. We have a red shell. That is so good. We really need to hope he doesn't do a shortcut here. But I think we're going to be good. Yeah, we're going to be able to take first. All right. We get first. I kind of expected to get first, but let's get on to our last combo. All right. And finally, our last combo is going to be the pipe frame with the roller wheels and the cloud glider. Now, the reason that this is going to be a good combo because it is going to give you less mini turbo than the Bitty Buggy or Mr. Scooty, which isn't good, but you will have increased invincibility, you'll have increased speed, increased weight, and the amount of mini turbo you're losing is really only like 0.1. And where, I mean, it's not good to lose any amount of mini turbo, it's not incredibly significant, but let's try this out. All right, so unlike the Bitty Buggy that we just used, oh, we do spin out, that's not great, but unlike the Bitty Buggy that we just used, this thing is going to have a worse mini turbo stat like I mentioned. But the way that Daisy sort of works is Daisy is a super neutral character. Everything about her is just very like, there's no stat in particular that's like the best stat. I mean, to be honest, most of her stats are just repeats. It's all about like around 3. Is giving you 3 points per stat. So using a neutral combo like the pipe frame, this thing has potential. It has a lot of potential to be able to do what it needs to do. We're in second with the mushroom, and we are going to get redded right away. That's like really not what I was expecting, but that's fine. We get ourselves back into second. First place is pretty far ahead. 1 blue shell is all it takes though. There's a blue on the stage. Let's chain that. Let's go around there. Try to take this shortcut again. Perfect. We're in 5th, so I also want to go after this. That didn't work out exactly how I wanted. A lot of shells getting thrown in this lobby. I had to switch lobbies, and this lobby is just a lot of shells. Okay, let's see if we can make a comeback here. The Rosa in first is just like really holding it. We're gonna take this middle platform. I'm gonna use this. Hopefully we can get a shock. I'm gonna like time it with both of these items. Hopefully we can get a shock dodge. We only need to get 1 item anyways. The blue's gonna steal. All right. I had to play that really dirty at the end, but we got a 3rd place. Not too bad at all. Pretty good first race. All right, and we have ourselves Daisy Circuit, which is actually really perfect. Since we are using Daisy, this is a Daisy video, we kind of have to win this. Now, I just want to be able to just suggest to you guys, if you are going to use a combo, literally, I think the Teddy Buggy, Bitty Buggy, Mr. Scooty, or the pipe frame, way to go. The rest of the vehicles that we use today, you could use them. They all are more like for aesthetic. And that's kind of the, I mean, that's kind of the way that it really works. The reason that you're using this particular combo is it has really good invincibility frames and it has a weight stat, which is something that Daisy does not have. Daisy doesn't have a weight stat. So you really would use this combo just for the weight stat alone. And unfortunate. Not too big of a deal though. We're gonna try to get the double. We do end up getting the double, which is great. I'm gonna actually just hold this out. We're in second. We have a red, which I like that position. We're gonna try to take this as tight as I can. I'm just gonna keep holding. Another blue happens, and I probably could win. I'm gonna chain that and then flaunt the red instead, so that way people behind me won't be able to pass me either. I'm waiting for this guy to use the blue. He went other side. We just need to make sure that we go like opposite sides of him. We can't go the same way. We take first again. We flaunt the red. Now, the chances that there's going to be another blue on the stage, there's already been 2, and we're getting pretty close to the end. Chances are pretty slim. The only way I really lose this, it feels like, is if someone like side res or greens me. Oh my god, that was so clutch. We get the win. I actually honked my horn. You get the win. This is a pretty good combo. I think the Teddy Buggy, Bitty Buggy, and Mr. Scooty can also be good. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one.